You think that using her would get to me, and if you're right then you're in trouble, D. Cause I won't break, no I know I won't wait. You're in trouble, D.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to Nip Gaming TV. My name is Kyanite, lovely man alongside me is Logan. And if you've just tuned in, as you can see on the top of your screens, I'm so glad they've finally integrated a BO3 or a BO5 bloody scoreboard into the game. It now says 1-0, it's 1-0 to Dignitas in this best of 5.
Did we just restart the map there because MSL accidentally stabbed his teammate in the back?
I don't know.
I think they just did. There was definitely a bit of a team stabbing going on there. Oh, well, it's a shame I can't see the chat at the moment. Can you see the chat? Because I'm wondering what's being said right now.
Oh yeah, MSL, Marcus backstabbed me. Kirby wink face. So yeah, that was probably why. But then again, you know, I mean, people are always going on about how familiar the Danish and English scenes are. So, they seem to both agree when it comes to stabbing. But anyways, Cash is HellRaisers map pick. It's the second map of this best of 5. Obviously, we hope it goes to all 5 maps. Whether that will happen or not, we will have to wait and see. My name is Kyanite. Alongside me is Logan. And Logan, it was an amazing fight back from Dignitas on Mirage. What do you think we're going to see here on Cash?
Very much the same. The style of Mirage and Cash are pretty much the same. You know, standard A and B bomb sites. B slightly harder to take than A, and I think they're going to have exactly the same play style. What it'll just come down to is the longer rotate. So the better team at rotating and communicating will probably come out on top here.
At the moment, it's Dignitas who look to be out on top. Bomb going down right out in the open for MSL, which means that Team Dignitas can have one player fall back in towards A main just to watch the planted bomb from there. But Stiko gets a kill onto Tensky. This is good now as the retake from HellRaisers commences. Glocks being heard from in and around the forklift area. Config has physically now made himself known, and MSL will burst fire Kucha in the face. Pissed around of map number 2, round number 1. Going to Team Dignitas. They're 1-0 up here on the T side, and surprisingly, we've got 4 AKs coming out. You know what they say? High risk, high reward.
Absolutely, but they have to stay as a unit. They can't go solo. But saying that, we do see Tensky go solo towards B and hold that area, while the rest of them will use the boost area to great effect, and they'll take control of his mid area. Config has to be careful not to get too far ahead. He'll get one frag, but must get traded, and we will get traded by Oscar, so now there's that AK on the floor they have to be aware of. Late round, HellRaisers could snatch it and get away with it to next round.
3 HellRaiser players left standing, 1 on A, 1 at mid, and Stiko right at the back of the B bomb site. Tensky looks to be perhaps the first soldier with whom Stiko will come into contact with. And you can see exactly what you were talking about, Logan. Team Dignitas trying to stick together as a unit, trying to keep their distance, trying to use these rifles that they've fortunately got at what they're good at. MSL sprays down Stiko from a distance, will spray down a second as well, leaving Kucha all alone, all by himself, with only a Desert Eagle in hand. And I'm sure it's only going to be a matter of time until they track him down as well.
Yeah, no lucky headshot coming his way this round. Dignitas losing 1 man. 1 AK to HellRaisers. However, HellRaisers never managed to save it, or players dying, so Dignitas will be happy with that round. That's a good result there. Didn't damage the economy too much and completely locked down. HellRaisers didn't allow them to come out of that with anything, so a couple of upgraded pistols for HellRaisers. And they're going to go with a split push with 4 towards A, and they're actually going to go splitting a couple on short and a couple about to be flashed in.
So Stiko will lob that flash towards mid, and now the rest of the CTs will peek, but Angel is a 1-man army over towards a B-bomb site. The CTs are raining in onto Config. He sprays down 3. Fantastic work up against the unarmored opponents, and he might very well be able to get frag number 4 onto Stico as well. MSL with his Mac Daddy will drop Angel, and it's going to be Kirby, believe it or not, to get that final man in the vents. 3-0 to Team Dignitas. Not much HellRaisers could really do there. They tried to stick it out as a unit. Pot Flash going from the A-bomb site through to mid, hoping that some Dignitas men would be there, that the HellRaiser, well, the number of players they had going towards me, that they'd get a kill or two, pick up an AK-47 or two, that it would work out for them. Unfortunately, didn't so.
Nah, pushing one by one through a choke spot such as vents against a player like Config is just suicide. Plain and simple. So once they didn't get anything, but wow, what a double kill there from Oscar. MSL and Tensky shut down immediately, and suddenly Dignitas in a world of pain.
Oscar so close to getting a 3rd kill as well, as he rattles off not 1 but 2 Dignitas opponents with only 1 bullet. That's why HellRaisers picked up this man. That's what he can do. Rubinho taking things slow and steady towards the A-bomb site, managed to catch a glimpse of the feet of Kucha, and now HellRaisers know that the bomb most likely is going to be heading straight towards the A-bomb site. Config is going to be the man to ensure that it gets planted. Kirby now at quad, and the bomb site hold begins. The question is, can Dignitas do it? Lovely flash from Config, manages to stop Schneider in his tracks with a bullet to the face as he goes in search of more. Config with his 2nd before finally getting shut down by Oscar, and now it's a 2 versus 1. Oscar trades out his AWP for an M4, but Kirby will bid him farewell thanks to his AK-47. 4-0 the score to Team Dignitas, and even though they went 2 men down so early on in that round, they somehow managed to spin it back in their favour.
Absolutely, that double kill from Oski. He's doing all the work again. HellRaisers, the rest of the team tailed off towards the end. We saw Snyder going quite strong in the middle of the game on Mirage, and Future going big with a couple of Deagle frags here and there, but the rest of the HellRaiser players have been very quiet lately. It's really Oscar getting the main frags right now, and unless his teammates pick it up, they're going to find this game running out of control very rapidly.
MSL, he stayed hidden in the smoke, even though Oscar pushed team main and managed to catch out not 1 but 2 HellRaiser players. MSL going in search for more. I think he's using that Mag Daddy so that he can afford to buy up an AWP perhaps. And he's going to get completely surrounded. Angel's going to finally manage to destroy MSL, but Robinho will get the spray down in the end. 5-0 the score. Team Dignitas looking good. They didn't have much resistance to deal with that round, but let's see how this round's going to unfold. Question is, for me, is MSL going to go for the AWP? No, he's opted to go for the AK-47, but because of the amount of money that this T side have, plenty of nades to work with, plenty of utility.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, that AWP are going to be planning to go for a fast strat, and it'll be a fast mid take. And I guess once they've got control of it, they'll be looking to commit to another site depending on where they get these picks. So that Molotov will delay them for a little bit, but it won't stop them. These Dignitas players are coming for you, HellRaisers, whether you like it or not.
Angel takes a bit of Dignitas, a bit of lead to the face. Thanks to Kirby. Stico all by himself towards a B-bomb site. The other 2 HellRaiser players towards A. And Stico, is he going to take this gamble and push out of the B-bomb site? He knows 100% that there is at least 1 Dignitas player in and around the toxic area. Not just because he could hear his AK-47 rattle off bullets, but because he heard that player throw a Molotov into checkers as well. But here we go, the vents have been opened. Smoke going down towards CT spawn, and Stico all of a sudden has a lot of angry Danes running his way. How many can he kill? The answer is only 1. Kucha rotated and peeked all by himself rather than waiting for Oscar and try and retake the bomb site together. And now Oscar, surely he's just going to hang around on the complete other side of the other side of the map. Hold on to his AWP, and it's going to be another Team Dignitas round, 6-0.
And pause coming in, so obviously it isn't working right now. 6-0 on the T side, which is a less favoured side. Not really what HellRaisers were hoping for. I see what the HellRaiser player was trying to do, and up there by peeking out straight after Stico died, he was trying to get a trade return onto MSL, but MSL was just too quick, so questionable decision because it didn't work out. But if he'd got the frag there, dropped the bomb carry, he would have been a hero. So I can understand why he did it, just didn't really pay off this time. Now, HellRaisers are going to have to think, what are we doing wrong? What do we need to change up? And I think it's very simple right now. We just need to shoot better. You need to get the kills. You need to get the advantage early on to round. I mean, even when we did though, when Oscar got the 3 versus 5 advantage for HellRaisers, they still didn't manage to close out the round. So we've got to question what's happening, not just in the early game getting those first kills, but also the mid game. How are they rotating? Are they getting the crossfire set up nicely? How are they using their utility? I think there's a lot of questions right now that HellRaisers will be trying to answer.
Alright, well, we shall await in patience for the pause to come to an end, and then we'll see whether HellRaisers will be able to answer the questions, whether they've figured the answers out. But again, you know, fortunately not too much to work with financially. Team Dignitas on the other hand, they probably need to lose at least another 2 or 3 rounds in a row to find themselves back on the eco. So very, very healthy for them, not just because of the sheer amount of rounds they've won, but because of the sheer amount of kills they've got as well. It all contributes and adds up. But here we go, HellRaisers. What do you think about this decision? They're forcing things up. Many would argue that they don't really have much of a choice as things currently stand. They need a round on the board. What do you think about this?
Oh, it's a fair decision to make. They need to get aggressive, they need to get info, and right now with Dignitas thinking, well, they might be saving, now's a perfect time to really try and hammer it home. So Nado will kind of give away that they've got utility, but a player in vent, Striker could be the difference here. Haven't really seen him try and hold this vent area before, but Dignitas with the counter, modding him out of position.
Well, what can Stiko do? I'll tell you what he can do. He can get a kill onto Tensky, but that is it. And of course, like you said, you hit the nail on the head when you said that Molotov forced him out of the vents. And, well, unfortunately, he's been sent off for an early shower. 4 versus 4. Team Dignitas slowing things down at mid. MSL finally finds a kill onto Angel, but Schneider is quick to retaliate. Can he get a kill? As the terrorist was sat on his head, and he does before finally hitting the deck. Rubinho will pick up the bomb, and the call will come in that the bomb has made its way straight towards the vents and is heading towards the B bomb site. And now Oscar with a massive job on his hands. 2 versus 1. Config all alone now for the Danish side. With 40 seconds on the clock, he has plenty of time to play with the team from the CIS region. He's going to pick up the bomb, and he's actually going to fall back to mid and maybe, most likely, head back over towards the A bomb site.
It's going to be very difficult, considering the long rotate times, but they haven't read it, unfortunately. Kush has rotated way too far, and completely unaware now that the config will be out on his A bomb site, so poor play there from Kushi. He should have been aware that it could have been a fake, could have rotated away. Config expects him a lot closer than he actually is.
So Config has been spotted making his way towards that yellow truck. Oscar is zoomed in, and Oscar is going to pull the trigger and get the kill. So that went right down to the wire. HellRaisers forced things up. It wasn't the healthiest force in the world, but they have finally gotten their first round on the board. 6-1, and hopefully, you know, HellRaisers can now utilise this as a bit of momentum on which they can build.
Yeah, let's see a couple more rounds going HellRaisers' way right now. With this new burst of energy, bit of momentum, bit of morale back on their side, so we see him picking up a couple of rounds here. It just comes down to whether they can keep that going till the end of the game. Want to close it out 9-6. I don't want to let it go any further than that really, but I have to see how well Oscar can stop this push from the terrorists onto this B side.
He's been forced back into a very, very passive position, but the question is, do Dignitas realise where Stiko is? He manages to burst that vent open and get a spray down. Kill gets a second. Fantastic play from Stiko. Angel will drop Rubino at mid, and HellRaisers finally start to raise hell here on Cash. Kirby in a 1 versus 5 now. Sure, he's got the bomb on his back, but he's surrounded by CTs looking to hunt him down. And it's only going to be a matter of time, surely, until they manage to kill him. Oscar is going to be aiming to try and stay alive and save that AWP. Kirby got 2, but 2 just in the end up against 5. Obviously not enough. 6-2. HellRaisers finally starting to flex their pecs a little bit.
Yeah, it was a lack of respect there from Styko for Dignitas. They've been respecting them too much. Every time Dignitas push, they just pull back and HellRaisers try to play passive and just delay them, play one by one, and it's not been working. So Styko decided, you know what? You're going to push me, I'm going to push you. And he pushed those Team Dignitas players, caught them completely off guard, and seized the momentum.
Smoke's going down. Robinho, oh my god, makes his way straight out onto this A bomb site. Doesn't get one kill, but gets two as well. Kirby gets the team kill onto MSL, and suddenly it all starts to kick off over towards the A bomb site. Styko rotating in from this upper area on short and in mid-air, manages to spray down Kirby and Tensky as well. Back moment from Stiko, and he will make it a hat-trick. Stiko, fantastic play for HellRaisers. And Team Dignitas, well, that gap they once had between themselves and HellRaisers is slowly getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, it was interesting. Stiko was actually robbed of the potential ace by Dignitas killing their teammate. So he looked on it. He looked like he could have got the 5-man there. He was on point, retaking that site. Every shot placed perfectly. He's really stepped up now. After that little pause, he just came in all guns blazing, decides, you know what, I've been respecting you too much now. Zero respect. I'm going to take the game to you and see how you like it. Dignitas' push was really good. They decided, okay, you're going to be aggressive, we're going to be even more aggressive and counter it, but they just didn't count on Stiko playing so well.
So Oscar has now moved over towards Quad at the back of the A bomb site as part of this dynamic HellRaisers defense. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Oscar gets the AWP kill. Oscar makes it 2 as Kucha chimes in with one of his own with the M4, but Tensky and Kirby, the two youngsters on this Dignitas side, want to fight on, but Oscar, he could spot the AK of Kirby, waited patiently, and now he's just trying to find the 5th and final man in Tensky, only on 17 HP, and I'm sure it won't take him too long to hunt him down, and it's going to be Styko to get the kill. 6-4, HellRaisers quickly starting to regain ground in this game.
I wouldn't say so much HellRaisers regaining ground as Styko himself. He's now up on 10 frags, joint with Oscar. The two of them have really begun to fire on all cylinders. I believe that's the two Czech players as well, so the other nationalities on the team need to chime in as well. They need to get involved and start doing their work, because at the moment they're outsourcing all of it to Czechoslovakia.
Outsourcing, I like that one. Config looks to keep it local for the Danes. Gets a headshot onto Schneider. Bit of Nordic banter there between the Dane and the Swede. But smoke going down towards mid. One of the players falling back towards CT spawn. Stiko all by himself over towards B. Reinforcements are coming in though. And now that Team Dignitas have this mid control, they can make their way in towards vents or make their way onto shore and mount an attack onto either of these two bomb sites. But Config unfortunately gets caught with his pants down, but he is not made to pay the price. HellRaisers, well, they're going to terminate these Team Dignitas players. They push straight out of A main one by one, unless Tensky has his say and he gets 2 kills. 40 seconds on the clock. Bomb will go down. Styko and Oscar now with a massive job on their hands as Config regroups with his teammate. He's hiding behind this smoke, and I'm not sure HellRaisers realise he's there. They 100% realise he's there now, but he's fallen back deeper towards mid, and Styko's going to have a lot of work to do. Gets another kill in midair, and I think he realises exactly where Tensky is hiding. Boosts himself on top of the bomb site, and now it's simply a game of cat and mouse, and Styko, he's the cat. He's going to win that battle. The mouse could not run off. He was trapped in the corner of Quad. And HellRaisers make it 6-5.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, Conley got that kill from short to CT. Great use of a smoke there to assure him of getting that kill. Made the correct decision there. Didn't get over eager as we see some young players do. Decided to fall back, buy time for his teammate, but he just wasn't able to stay alive for long enough. Styko just doing work right now, and now hopefully his team can start getting more involved and get some frags on the board.
God bless the Czech Republic. Or at least that's what I think most HellRaiser fans, or most people who have bet skins on HellRaisers, will be thinking right about now. And Team Dignitas taking this nice and slow. Angel slowly but surely getting a little bit more aggressive towards the B bomb site, but Team Dignitas not showing much just yet, taking things slow, waiting for HellRaisers to make the first mistake upon which they can capitalise. And my gut feeling tells me that the first mistake could perhaps happen towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, it just depends on whether Tensky here in this great position can spot out Angel. But no, he won't. Angel's been undiscovered, and he's managed to delay the push. It's exactly what he needed to do there. Now they won't expect Styko in such a passive position.
Well, the delay comes in, so the CTs have started to rotate over. Config gets a headshot onto Stiko. Schneider deals damage onto Config, who's trying to urgently plant this bomb with 14 seconds on the clock. And now it's a case of fire battle. Schneider gets 2. Tensky has been spotted, but needs to try and stay alive because Rubinho's only on 9 HP. And anything could happen given this current scenario. Orb in the hands of Oscar. Kucha with the M4. The defuse comes in, and Rubinho manages to stop it. Peaks again and wins the round. Team Dignitas, they lost 5 rounds in a row, but it's gonna be Rubinho to say, look guys, don't worry, I got this. We're not gonna let this become 6-6. We're gonna make it 7-5, and he does exactly that. And because HellRaisers won so many rounds consecutively, they're now finally broke on the CT side.
Yes, they are indeed. It just shows you how much damage Dignitas has been doing to this point. But even though after all those wins, HellRaisers still don't have enough money to buy after they lost a round.
So the tempo has been increased by the team from Denmark. Kirby knows that there's 1 or 2 players hiding in and around Squeaker Room. Smoke goes down just to sort of nullify that threat for a while. But talking about a threat, Stiko, it just seems like every round all I say is Stiko, Stiko, Stiko. He's the man making things happen for HellRaisers at the moment with that Desert Eagle. Gets a 1D onto Tensky and picks up his AK-47. The question is, are HellRaisers going to continue with the retaking of this bomb site? Oscar has left Kirby very, very low on HP. Config as well on short with only 5. And unfortunately that AK-47 is not going to make a difference for Stiko. It's going to go back down onto the floor, and Schneider, even though he gets 1 kill, surely he can't make it a second, and will get blown up with the bomb. Doesn't matter, Rubinho kills him anyways.
But after time, Rubinho dies to the bomb, so actually, technically, did what he needed to do and got that gun out of Rubinho's hands. So, even though he couldn't actually get the job done himself with his bullets, the bomb did it for him. Not bad play there, pushing out at the end of the round after time's gone off and getting those 2 kills. It's exactly what HellRaisers need to do. Keep Team Dignitas' economy in check.
So Kirby catches a glimpse of Schneider. The CT's there trying to go for the counter boost. Unfortunately, not paying off for HellRaisers, and Team Dignitas edging closer to their 9th round so far. Bomb dropped at mid, so again, Team Dignitas taking things slow, just trying to suss out their opponents. The question is, are the CTs going to be ones coming to them? Oscar wanted to quickly retaliate after the death of his teammate. Angel gets a headshot of his own, and MSL joins in on the action too, and all of a sudden it's kills a frenzy over towards A. Stiko and Angel in this 2 versus 1 as they look to try and retake this A bomb site. They're trying to hunt down Rubinho though. The question is, can they suss out exactly where he's hiding? Rubinho's waiting for the defuse to come in. He's definitely given away his position by opening that door, but his spray cannot terminate Stiko, and the bomb does get defused in the end. Rubinho unfortunate not to have at least one of them bullets to register to the face of the guy defusing, but it wouldn't have really made a difference in the end because the bomb had already been defused. HellRaisers did what they needed to do and stopped their opponents from winning that round.
Now I just can't help but feel Rubinho needs to just decide, is he going to spam through or is he going to just push out? You can't spam through when that doesn't work out. Oh, I'll be alright, I can push out and kill him. It's not going to work. He had to decide if he's going to push out, he has to do it right at the start. If he spams through and doesn't work, you just got to pull back. I mean, came very close to working. I'm actually amazed it almost did, considering those 2 HellRaisers players prepared for his push out, know exactly where he is, but well, Snyder very quickly taking down MSL, but Styko's down. The key man for HellRaisers out of this round. Let's see how Dignitas capitalise on that.
The flashes rained in towards the B bomb site and they managed to catch out Stiko. Angel gets one, Angel gets two with that Kalashnikov for the CIS team. Rubinho's going to pick up an M4 and try and hold on to this bomb site, but he will not be able to. Dignitas will get, though, a small cash injection after planting that bomb, but you know what, it's not really going to make a difference because we're going into the second half. 8-7, Dignitas went all in that round. They had to buy up everything they could. They got the bomb plant down, but in the end, not much Rubinho could do, 1 versus 4. But credit where it's due to HellRaisers, fighting back, especially considering at one point they were 6-0 down. So bringing it back to 8-7, really not too shabby. And let's see what they can do on the terrorist side.
Yeah, I mean, the momentum isn't as strong now, considering that Dignitas had those couple of rounds where they got some momentum back. But you got to remember that HellRaisers have lost this side. You know, CT side, they should have been winning it. They should have gotten more rounds to those terrorists. However, Dignitas have just been, those 6 rounds at the start were just too strong, and they'll actually win the half. So going to the CT side, if Dignitas pick up that pistol round, they'll be feeling very, very good indeed.
So, interestingly enough, it's going to be Kucha with the Rec 9. As HellRaisers, all 5 of them, creepy crawl straight towards A main. One of them most likely now preparing with the pot flash, and the odd smoke or 2 smoke will most likely go down on towards short. And here we go, Schneider leads the charge straight onto the bomb site. Question is he going to catch any of these Team Dignitas defenders? He is. He catches Rubinho rotating in from CT spawn. Bomb down, bomb ticking. Boost is now going to come in thanks to the partnership of Stiko and Schneider. Schneider looking to pop off a face of one of these incoming Dignitas defenders, but it will not make a difference. Kirby all alone will get killed by Oscar to make things even Steven at 8-all.
Yeah, great work there from HellRaisers. Just pre-fire both sides of that quad box, force the player out of position, and then just take the site en masse and watch their back. So instantly set up, prepared for the push from behind from the CTs, and just a very solid defense once they actually took the site.
Now the big bad weapons in the hands of the HellRaisers. Krieg as well for Oscar, a repeat of what we saw, of course, on Mirage. And he's going to pop off the face of Kirby, so bye-bye Kirby. And question now is, are they going to be able to find more of these Dignitas players? Mourinho's managed to salvage that Desert Eagle that was dropped. And he's going to try and take pot shots at Oscar, but I don't think it's really going to pay off. Oscar close to making it 3 in a row. Kucha finishes off MSL, and now Config will pick up an AK-47, but Kucha will kill him in the end. So now 4 versus 1. Tensky only with a CZ-75. Be very, very surprised if this did not end 9-8 in favour of HellRaisers.
Yeah, something had to go seriously wrong for that to happen. Tensky is just going to work his way around outside B for some exit kills possibly, all while realising that, yeah, they'll be hooking you as well. They'll be trying to hurt you, trying to kill you. So the question is just, how will he decide to play it? Will he stay back and try and get a pot shot at range with a CZ, or will he get up close and personal and try and peek a corner? And unfortunately, Snyder catches him at the wrong time.
So finally, Tensky has been found and he has been killed. There we go, 9-8 now. Team Dignitas, almost a full eco to come out from them. And of course, the next round will be the full-on proper buy round. So HellRaisers going into this round, even though they'll know that their opponents will have no armor, you still can never underestimate the power of the Desert Eagle, the P250s and the CZ-75. So they should be looking to stick together as a unit, keep things at a long distance for the time being, and then see how things unfold.
Absolutely, Oscar using that Krieg to great effect and pins down MSL. However, MSL's back up as many of the Dignitas players rotate in to try and help hold this defense at mid, but Config gets a nice shot there onto Snyder, just popping one off and taking down the Swede.
Taking pot shots at one of the HellRaiser players in team main. Oscar gets spotted out, just about manages to get a kill with that Krieg of his, but it is a 3 versus 3. This could go either way. Kucha gets a kill onto Kirby, and Oscar chimes in with that Krieg of his own, and MSL gets caught out towards B. So at one point there, Logan, it looked like it could have been anyone's round, but that extra bit of firepower that HellRaisers had, just about seeing him through.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. So near, so far. Still, those 3 rounds went to HellRaisers after that initial pistol win. 2 ecos to follow up, so 10-8 is the score. Dignitas want to bounce right back. However, they don't have an AWP at all. Going to go with a 5 rifle set that works so well for them. Let's see how they use it to their advantage. Are they going to go aggressive and get close and personal? Well, Config certainly is.
Finger on the trigger, and he's got a kill to his name. Bada bing, bada boom. 10-8. The score as Dignitas look to bring things back to 10-9. If you've just tuned in, this is the GOCL Grand Final. Hence why it's a best of 5 between HellRaisers and Team Dignitas. Both these sides seeing through both Virtus Pro and Na'Vi incredibly to reach this Grand Final. So no pushovers whatsoever. Dignitas won map number 1, and as things currently stand, it looks like map number 2 could very well go in HellRaiser's cause. Kirby sprays down his second of the round before finally getting annihilated by Schneider. MSL, the in-game leader for Dignitas, quick on the rotation, kills Schneider, and kills Stiko as well. And it's going to be Tensky to drop the final HellRaiser attacker. 10-9 the score. Team Dignitas not going down, Logan, without a fight.
Absolutely, MSL taking the old approach of, if you want something done, do it yourself. Doesn't leave it to his troops, gets involved up close and personal, and takes down 2 crucial frags onto HellRaisers as they're pushing onto that bomb site.
So HellRaisers quickly sending men towards a B bomb site. This is where Config got an opening frag very, very early on in the last round. He's only gone and done double of what he did in the last round. MSL going aggro towards mid, but it's going to be Rubinho over towards the A bomb site to get the 3rd kill of the round. Very, very quick from Team Dignitas. HellRaisers being shut down completely in all directions. And if you ask me, I don't think there's much that Schneider and Stiko can really do in this current scenario in which they find themselves. It's a very, very difficult one.
Absolutely. It's just staying alive right now and doing the most damage possible. That's all it comes down to. They can't just give easy money to Dignitas. They have to do some work. They have to get a kill here and there and remind them that they're not pushovers.
35 seconds and counting on the clock. Dignitas eager to even things up at 10-all. Stiko will soon get found. He does get found, and he hits the deck. 10-10, there we go, ladies and gents. Team Dignitas have made it even, and now HellRaisers find themselves on the receiving end of the economy. And Dignitas, you'd expect them to make it 11-10 now.
You know what? I think that's definitely on the cards here. I haven't seen HellRaisers actually pull off an eco yet, I don't believe. Apart from the pistol rounds, I haven't seen them actually overturn Dignitas when Dignitas were on a buy and they were on an eco. They've been very solid, Dignitas, in playing against these HellRaiser ecos, so my money's on Dignitas to make it 10-11. Unless we can see Angel get a Deagle kill, which we won't.
So Config gets, once again, the first kill of the round, as we've seen in the past 2 rounds. Kirby joins in on the action. Rubinho has mid on lockdown. Kirby will bid farewell to Kucha towards A. And yeah, not the best of eco rounds from HellRaisers. They'll be disappointed that they didn't at least manage to get 1 frag. According to Tensky, it's raining Schneiders at the moment. But Team Dignitas, if you're a Team Dignitas fan, they've regained a lead, so that's a positive. The question is, can they make it, you know, another round in a row and keep the pressure on their opponents?
I think it's possible. I think it is indeed, and it just comes down to, I think this round is going to be a very aggressive round actually. I was going to say, I think I would probably play it slow now, HellRaisers, try and tease out some utility off of Dignitas before we finally commit, but no, HellRaisers are just not going to have any of it, they're just going to go full speed.
Tensky playing from the MBK position, finger on the trigger, gets a kill, and he knows that more players are going to be coming his way, trying to hunt him down. Stiko manages to not just get 1, gets 2. Rubinho and MSL, oh, they wrapped around the bomb site like a wrapped up Christmas present. And well, it was no presents for HellRaisers, but a present for Team Dignitas. Christmas came early and they've won yet another round. 12-10. Economy poor for the HellRaisers. Not raising hell at the moment. And Jesus Christ, this game really has been so back and forth. I mean, 6-0 at one point to Team Dignitas. HellRaisers brought it back. Fantastic stuff. And now it's tilting again in favour of Dignitas. And it would take a brave man, basically, to put money on this game and how it's gone so far. It really would.
Absolutely. I just think that was a wrong call from HellRaisers there. It seemed like a desperation call, if anything. I think they just didn't know how to really deal with this Dignitas defence. They decided, you know what, guys? Screw it. Let's rush A. And well, we saw how well that went. I think against a team like Dignitas, you've just got to play it slow, play to your style, the classic Sis style, which is nice and slow, get the frags early on, and then once you've got position and economy, utility, then commit to a site right at the end. But they just rushed in straight at the start of the round, didn't use anything really in terms of utility to set it up. Very disappointing. And yep, 10-13 now after that eco.
Am I the only one who gets really distracted every time they hear the 1.6 noises that have now been implemented into the game? I know they've been implemented for a while, but it just really puts me off. You know when someone's shooting at someone else, and then you hear... Do you know what sound I'm talking about? It's a bullet goes past your head. Exactly. Yeah. That really put me off the first time I heard it, and it still puts me off. It's like, wait, hold on a second, I'm not playing 1.6, I'm playing CSGO. Oh, dearie me. But anyways, forget 1.6. It's global offensive time as HellRaisers look to mount an offensive towards the A bomb site. Oscar finds an entry frag onto Tensky. Schneider will 2. Drop MSL quite literally off boost. Oscar gets his second, and before you know it, the A bomb site is almost open unless Rubinho can do something about it. 3 versus 2, advantage to HellRaisers, but not guaranteed just yet.
Yeah, HellRaisers playing perfectly, doing what I say, just playing back, getting the kills, getting the trades, and when Dignitas try to counter and react by rotating, that's when they do the damage. So a classic HellRaisers round there, sticking to what they know best, no silly rushes, doing the job as they usually do, and that's just finding out what the opponent's up to and then pushing the weak points. Great work there by HellRaisers to pick up that round. It's an important round, they needed it. However, MSL decided to mix things up for Dignitas now, and they'll be picking up that AWP. So, although HellRaisers have managed to win that round, we'll see Dignitas take on a completely different style in this round.
Tensky going aggro towards the B bomb site. This aggression straight out of the B bomb site for Team Dignitas has worked really, really well for them so far. But because they sent so many people over towards that side of the map, it left A a little bit naked. But even though the bomb's going down, it's a 3 versus 3, so more than retrievable for the Team Dignitas lads on the CT side. Stiko is hopping up and down, and he finally spots a glimpse of Kirby, and he will nail him in the face. Oscar with his AWP, can he get a kill? Yes, he can! Fantastic play! Oh, he makes it 2 as well! Oscar has been on fire alongside Stiko for the HellRaisers. 13-12. This is the thing about this game. 1 second it's Dignitas's, the next second HellRaisers, you know, mount up a monumental comeback, and then the same thing happens again and again and again. It's just so tough to call.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes down to it, one-on-one, HellRaisers look for stronger players. They're just destroying them. Oscar has been running rampant with that AWP, but they make mistakes, they make poor decisions, and I think that's where it comes down to it. The leadership for Team Dignitas, for calling, is just at a superior level. So it's that classic battle of frags versus calls, tactics versus aim, and it's so close to call right now.
So no casualties just yet. Oscar trying to sniff something out. HellRaisers looking to bide their time. That flash will land right in front of a main, and that'll allow Oscar to do exactly that. God, Oscar, as some people have been calling him. That's the opener onto short. Question at hand now for HellRaisers is, what's that going to force the CT side to do? Is that going to force an extra man to rotate out of B through to CT spawn towards the A bomb site? How's that going to spread the CTs? How are they going to react to it? One of them, in the form of Kirby's pushed all the way down mid and is getting in towards the vents. The HellRaiser player in the form of Stiko has realised that, but he will get nailed in the head, and I think Kirby Here's the HellRaiser men marching towards a B-bomb site. Config is holding the back of this B-bomb site all by himself with this M4A4, and with 20 seconds on the clock, HellRaisers need to get a move on. The bomb is down on the ground. If Config can get just one more kill here, you can't help but fancy Dignitas for the round. 1 versus 1, 10 seconds on the clock, and Oscar, he needs to go for this. He knows where Config is hiding. Oscar's been fantastic so far, but he just wasn't quite good enough that round there to salvage round number 13 for the team from the CIS region. Config goes big on the back of the big bomb site, lands a hat-trick, 26 kills for himself so far this game, and Team Dignitas now only 2 rounds away from making it 2-0 in this best of 5.
I'm pretty sure I got a quad there at the end of that final kill. It was fantastic work there, just one by one. But the great thing about that series of frags wasn't that it was just all out spraying down, out aim. There was a great amount of brains there as well. The way he bought time for his team, came back, got a pick, timed every single shot to perfection. That's a great solo play and a sign of a well-rounded player.
Bomb dropped at mid. Team Dignitas looking good value for their money as things currently stand. The setup on the 4 CTs, MSL at mid, Config towards B, both Kirby and Rubino towards this A bomb site. But HellRaisers, well, they can't really head anywhere without managing an opening kill, and the more passive Team Dignitas play, that clock will get run down, Logan, and HellRaisers, they'll be forced to make a move.
Yes, indeed, they need to get a move on. Time's going to start running out, and 2 players to find on this A bomb site. Oh, make that 1. They've got to make a move now. It's all down to Kirby to hold this site. Takes the first kill, but he'll get traded out, and he has bought enough time because his teammates are retained for Dignitas, but Angel gets a perfect angle on MSL then. Bomb down, 1v2.
Config, he clutched the last round. Can he do it again? He knows where at least one of these 2 HellRaiser players are because of that flashbang, and believe it or not, both players can actually gang up in the exact same area. Bless him, Config is looking for him. He's just playing this patiently, waiting for one of them to peek, but I don't think they're going to do so. Angel peeks, and he peeked quite luckily at the exact right moment there. The second Config was putting that smoke down, and HellRaisers fight back and make it 14-13. And now Team Dignitas, they're the ones, well, whose economy is finally reset. And you know what that means? Unless Team Dignitas can win this round with little to nothing, it'll be 14-all, and this game could go either way. Fantastic maps we've seen between these 2 sides, be it Mirage or Cash, really going straight down to the wire, exactly what you'd expect coming in a final.
Absolutely, and this aggression now from the CT side isn't really working at all. There'll be a pause coming up from Dignitas, and that's what they need. A 14-14, they've let this slip away from them now. They were looking so good a few rounds ago, they were on fire, they'd discovered HellRaiser's tactics and they were countering them perfectly, but now it just suddenly feels like they've exhausted all the strats that they had, and they're going to have to think up something new on the fly here. Not a great economy for the Team Dignitas side right now, but they'll buy what they can, get a sort of a mixed buy together. Config sitting on above $5,000, he'll be buying up an M4 rifle. And now we've got to decide where they're going to push, because I think it comes down to it. They've got to get the info from HellRaisers and push en masse. HellRaisers have been taking the shots 1v1, challenging the Team Dignitas players, and once they've got that open bomb site, they'll push on en masse. So Dignitas really need to not let HellRaisers set up. They need to push 2-3, somewhere through mid, or A or B or somewhere, just to get the information and get that early kill and that early trade if needs be. Then they need to pull back and stack a site. If they do that, I think they've got a chance against this HellRaiser squad. If they split up and take Angels, I think the game's already won for HellRaisers.
Minus MSL plus Logan, please.
Well, I mean, it's not just one thing to have brains, you gotta have brains and aim, and MSL, he's got the brains, but he's also got the aim. We've seen some great solo play from him several times now in this match so far, so, you know, typically you'd say, well, callers tend to be, you know, the weaker player on the team, but it's definitely not the case here in Team Dignitas.
I was trying to hype you up there, bro.
I'm not worth it, mate, I'm gonna be honest.
But where did you finish at the most recent UK LAN this weekend?
Well, I just got back from today, we won't mention that.
Oh dear.
Not very well. But it's all about fun, isn't it? At the end of the day, if you're not having fun while playing Counter Strike,
Then what's the
you're not
point?
really meant to be playing it, exactly.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun watching these two teams go head to head. It's been brilliant so far. Let us know in the chat, guys, who you think will end up taking this one. Bear in mind, as you can see on the top of your screens, it's 1-0 to Team Dignitas. It's a best of 5. That means the first team to win 3 maps obviously wins the grand final, wins themselves a lot, and I mean a lot, of cash. You can follow the channel on Twitch. We'd really appreciate that. All you have to do is hit the purple follow button just underneath the stream. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at Kyanite, Kyan1te. You can follow Logan on Twitter. It's at LOGAN CSGO, Logan CSGO. And of course, you can follow Nip Gaming TV on Twitter, which is at Nip Gaming TV, believe it or not. And as well, go show some love to our sponsors here at GOCL. Go show some love to G2A.com, eGaming Bets. Show some love as well to Twitch and SteelSeries. And talking about SteelSeries, they've got this brand new mouse called the Rival 300. It brings together unmatched performance, an all-new design, high levels of customization to make it the ultimate professional grade right-handed mouse. If you want to learn more, you want to buy one for your son for Christmas, head over to steelseries.com/rival. And here we go. Talking about rivals, these two teams have definitely been rivals with how this best of 5 has panned out so far. And HellRaisers, the men are marching in towards mid. Boost coming in from Schneider straight over towards mid. Kucha has dropped down and he's going to get the intel on exactly where Rubinho is hiding. He's more bothered about the sandbags at the moment, but I don't think Team Dignitas realise how close up this guy is. Kucha sprays down 1, sprays down 2 before getting done from behind. But no! Oscar won't allow that to happen with the AWP. GoTV lags and HellRaisers have secured match point.
I was all over in a flash go. He couldn't keep up at all, and I'm really disappointed Dignitas didn't do what I said there. They should have been aggressive. They should have taken the fight to HellRaisers and got the information, but they didn't. They were sitting ducks when it came down to it, and they paid the price. They've got to win this and take it to overtime.
Team Dignitas, have they let it all slip? Kucha thinks they have. Headshot onto MSL. Angel as well joins in on the action. Kucha gets his second, who's been absolutely massive post-pause. Tensky gets a headshot onto Kucha, gets revenge, which allows Kirby to pick up an AK-47. But you still can't help but feel that unless Tensky can manage this Deagle frag onto Stiko, that the fat lady in the form of Gaben may very well have sung for Team Dignitas as far as this map at least is concerned. If HellRaisers win this one, it will leave things at 1-1, but Tensky fights on. He gets the kill and will now pick up the AK-47 of his fallen opponent. It's important that Kirby does not hit the deck. 2 players making their way towards mid. Kirby gets nailed in the head. But the problem is that one of the HellRaiser players, their position has been given away. Bomb gets planted over towards B. And it's all pressure now on the ex-SK magician in the form of Tensky. The youngster, a lot of people, you know, have talked about his lack of experience. But this is his time to shine. And he will not shine. 1-1 now will be the score in this best of 5. HellRaisers win it 16-14. Who would have thought it? And map number 3. It's going to be one hell of an interesting one with things at 1-1.
Yeah, absolutely. So, back and forth. Very close to call this game. I thought it'd be a lot more in favour of Dignitas and the odds say the same, but right now, HellRaisers are giving them a good run for their money. They seem to have really clicked and allowed Stiko and Oscar to do the work that they can. They've just let them off the leash really right now, and it's worked for them. If they can keep it up into this game, then, you know, everything is to play for.
Most certainly is. But guys, don't go anywhere. The CS has only just started to get hot and spicy. I believe, if my memory serves me correct, the next map is going to be Overpass. So don't go anywhere. Me and Logan will be back ASAP.